at the second line.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from the Superdome. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Goff going to look to throw right away. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. A nice little juke, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field. It's halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Montgomery back to the ground. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Saints nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll go for it. It's Carr. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Out of the gun, Goff. Caught by Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Goff now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Out to his left. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
14. Saints, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Carr now to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
That is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Carr going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Carr. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. To throw is gone. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Lions 21, Saints nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Kamara up the middle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. In motion right is Wilson. Here's Carr now going to fake the jet sweep and throw off play action. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Carr, got to have this one. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Now gone. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
To throw, it's Carr. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw his Carr. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
After the interception, here's Goff. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come to like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Carr. And he is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Goff going to throw it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Goff now to throw. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Lions.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Room here to run. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Weather will not be a factor today. We have absolutely beautiful conditions here. And we're underway from the bank. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They bring a tight end in motion right. From the 32. Headed out right. His first throw is an interception. Alontae Taylor has it. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
He's contained at the line for no gain. Justin Matabike making that stop. No progress. progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Bronk. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Brought down by Fred Warner. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Carr. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Wilson's got it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They give on second to Kamara. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Carr here from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go, Reed, go. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's incomplete left side.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Kittle brings it in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check go.
Purdy gonna go on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th. That big 4th down call is how we close out our 1st quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got a 1st to begin the frame.
19, right here. That's me, 19. Look.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Working quickly here.
79
Brings
Broncos.
up 2nd and 17 at the 35-yard line.
19 Lions. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60. And up.
Another try following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
19. Cut 19. Warrior 70. Hey, smash Bronco. Hut, hut.
Purdy trying on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a 1st. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Working out of the gun. It's Carr. He gets it to Jawan Johnson. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball. Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Carr back to throw. He connects downfield on 4th. How How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the Saints looking at 1st and 10.
What now?
Throwing again, it's Carr. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
And these pass rushers in the game today, they are so doggone good. Not only are they good at getting home and sacking the quarterback, look at this. He was fighting the blocker. He kept his eyes on the ball, times it perfectly, and he forces a pass breakup. See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
29. 29.
Here's Carr. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Stephanie. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready.
From the gun is Purdy. He's on the move, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
18.
Trying again following the sack. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Saints get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, 7:34. That's it.
Looking to throw, Carr. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Saints will add to their lead at the end of the half. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Pretty throwing here on first. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Willie Gay there on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set. Mustang 19. '79 Bronco.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And now they're going to face third down.
6 yards to go.
19 Lion. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Saints might be able to get some points late after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
Big gain downfield. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints will add to their lead at the end of the half. Chris Olave with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Saints take a 16-point lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Come, set, big Lion. Warrior 70, and up.
Back to throw it. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set. Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18. 70 range, 70 range. Go.
Purdy throwing here. He's looking deep once again. He's got it at the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. First down throw by Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Purdy on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat, 60 Jack Panther. 18 Pioneer. Mustang 19.
He's throwing for it. And he's got it. That catch gets him 2 and turns this into a one-score game once again. Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust. And they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a one-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them one snap away from a totally different ball game.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
What now? What's up?
Handoff headed right. Kamara. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Jarvarius Ward brings him down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Pistol snap to Carr. Completes this one to Hill. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints lead by 15 now. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. 19 Lion. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Ready? Come 19, come 19, take go.
Now Purdy. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a...